Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Lisa here from Down to Earth Gardening, and today's video is on hibiscus. So a lot of times I talk about hibiscus and I feel like I'm not clear which hibiscus I'm talking about, or sometimes people get confused because there are three different kinds of hibiscus that I work with here in my zone 6A. And I want to tell you the three different hibiscus, and I'm going to show you some video clips of each of them and talk about the differences. So there's two of the hibiscus here in this garden that I'm going to show you today. And the first one I'm standing next to is a hibiscus, but it's also commonly known as Rose of Sharon. So isn't it beautiful? And this is a shrub that we planted probably about 2 years ago. It has beautiful lavender blue blooms with a dark pink eye. So this type of hibiscus, Rose of Sharon, is a deciduous shrub. So that means this variety is technically a shrub. It has woody stems, branching form, and it loses its leaves in the winter. So flowers late summer, early fall. We all look forward to the blooms. When other things are starting to fade a little, the Rose of Sharon really pops. So I've seen these shrubs get up to around 10 feet tall. They can be giant. And again, I'm in zone 6A here in New England. But they also come in so many different colors and a few different flower styles. So you'll see them with some different color eyes here. And they come in whites, pinks, purples, this close to blue color, some burgundies, reds, so a pretty wide array of colors. You will most commonly see them as a single flower, but they also come in some really pretty doubles and some really pretty ruffly flowers. So the first type that we're talking about is Hibiscus Rose of Sharon deciduous shrub. And now I'm going to show you the next one that we commonly see here in my zone. So here we have the next hibiscus, also a hibiscus, but very different. So it does flower the end of summer about the same time as the Rose of Sharon. Look at these saucer-sized blooms. So the flowers are much larger. There really aren't too many flowers that we see that are this size and just have this giant impact. But this hibiscus is known as a perennial, and that is because in the winter the stems die back right to the ground. So very different than our Rose of Sharon shrub. So look at, you get these multiple buds on the stems. I will say that I'm in Hannah's garden and the kids are out here a lot, so we don't use chemicals. The beetles love hibiscus, and that is a whole other video, but we just really manually take the beetles off and just kind of enjoy this for the gorgeous flowers. So these also come in a lot of different colors, and they also have a lot of flowers with the different color eyes. And there's some that actually look tie-dye and have a swirl going on. And they also have some with some different foliage. I have one behind me that has some variegated foliage that hasn't flowered yet. So this one here has some burgundy. It almost looks like red maple leaves. You'll see them quite often with green leaves. But this one behind me, which I can walk over to after, is a really pretty variegated leaf. So that also makes that one pretty interesting. So our second hibiscus is actually a perennial. Okay, so here is the other hibiscus, herbaceous perennial variety in the garden here that I was pointing to. And this one is called Carnival. Look at all the buds on this one here. But what is unique about it are the leaves, and so they are green with the creamy white edge, and they have a little bit of pink right on the outer edge of the leaves. Also really enjoyed by the beetles, but you can still see the beautiful leaves, and this is going to have some gorgeous red flowers on it. Now the third hibiscus on our list today is actually a tropical hibiscus. So when I see that here in my zone, it is in a container just outside for the summer, or I will see it a lot in my clients' sunrooms, and you can actually bring it in, you know, for the winter if you keep it outside. So those also come in so many different colors, but that is a tropical plant, and it's not growing directly in the garden in my zone, and if it is, it truly is just an annual. All three I enjoy equally. All three varieties or types of hibiscus. I couldn't pick a favorite if I had to, but I wanted to talk about the differences today because they all are pretty different. So I hope this video has helped you take the guesswork out of the hibiscus, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and tap like and subscribe to our channel for lots of future gardening videos.